Hey, hello, top producers and everyone who's watching. This is Mike Will. He's here today to share with us some of his top secrets for how to sell cars on Facebook. And
Yes, sir.
Mike, if you could be kind enough, please introduce yourself briefly and let us
All
know
right.
how long you've been in the business, how did you get into car sales,
Okay.
and where are you at? What do you sell?
Okay. What's going on, guys? I'm Mike Will. I'm here, located here in Little Rock, Arkansas. I work for Steve Landers. We're the number one, brand in Arkansas, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. I sell over 30 cars a month without having to touch a single lot of. And I'm only 22 years old.
That's awesome. That's awesome. As a matter of
Yes,
fact, I
sir.
got into the car business when I was 21 years old, and it took me a few years to get to 30 plus cars. So,
Yes, sir.
how do you do it?
Well, I dedicated myself to it. I mean, you got to be, dedication is the biggest thing. When I first started doing Facebook, I only had probably, I say, 1,200, 1,300 Facebook friends. And I started thinking like, well, if I max out at 5,000, and every time I post something, if somebody likes it, their friend will see it on their page, their family will see it on their page. So I started off with my regular page. I didn't do a business page at first for the first year. I did a strictly on my regular page. I maxed out at 5,000 friends, and I just kept. I delete some, add some new ones, delete some, add some new ones, and I post some cars and videos and fun facts about cars. And I started realizing I started getting all these appointments without having to go outside again. And it kept going and going and going, and it got so big to where I had to create a business page. I started a business page. Sponsored ads really helped. I know a lot of people don't like to invest in themselves, but I mean, to be successful in this, man, you have to invest in yourself. I do sponsored ads every month on my page. I do radio. Radio has been very successful for me. I actually, the radio man's on the way now to pick up his check. You know, you got to invest in yourself.
Yeah, this is awesome. I used to give away at least $2,000 a month in bird dogs. So, is that what you do? Do you offer people incentives?
Yeah, yeah. If it's a new car, $100. If it's a used car, depending on where we're sitting at, sometimes $200.
So, what percentage of your sales come straight from Facebook?
90%. The
90%.
rest, yeah, the rest come from the other 10%. 5% comes from referrals, and the rest comes from the radio. But majority of it is strictly Facebook.
And are these new customers or these are friends of a friend that know you somehow or they follow you on?
Uh, they follow me on Facebook, but I'm be honest with you, man. Out of all my customers every month, let's say if I sell 30 a month, I might know three of them. The rest of them I don't know at all.
All
It
right. So this
just
is awesome because you're getting
yeah,
new market share. Now,
yeah.
what are some tips that you would like to share with the audience about Facebook? Because everyone is on Facebook,
Yeah,
but Facebook must be done right. And
it has to be done right. That's correct.
a lot of the people on Facebook are posting pictures of cars. A lot of people are doing 4 5 minute walk arounds.
Too
uh,
long.
yeah, a lot of the
Yeah.
people are doing some crazy stuff. And what do you think is the formula? You obviously cracked the code. So
Yeah.
what would you suggest as the most helpful tips?
First thing I would suggest is if you don't have 5,000 friends, you need to max out your personal page with 5,000 friends. You don't even have to know them. Just make sure they live in your area, like your state. 20 mutual friends, you need to max out there first.
No point to have
No.
friends in Nebraska if you live in New York, right? So
Yeah,
make
no,
sure
don't
they
do
live in your
that.
hometown.
They need to be in that state. They need to be there in that state because if they live in New York, you live in Arkansas, they live in New York. It's kind of defeating the purpose. So the
Well, that's the
friends are the
first
biggest
thing.
thing first.
That's the first thing
Uh,
that's important, right?
yeah. Secondly, let people know you sell cars on Facebook. You have to let people know you sell cars. Like I see a lot of people I work with, they either too prideful or they don't promote themselves. They just have a Facebook, but they don't let their people know that they sell cars. That's the biggest thing. Let people know you sell cars. Your profile picture should be you with the car or you with a key or something,
Yeah.
on there. And what else I suggest is, do not spam your page. What I mean, do not post 10, 15 cars a day. I don't post no more than 3 cars because you don't want to get too annoying, you know? I post 3 cars and 3 videos of the same cars.
And what type of content do you pump out? What type of videos do you make? Do you make walkarounds or do you make video testimonials or what do you do?
I usually do a walk around. What I'll do is I get let's say I get a Nissan Altima. I take, a picture of the front, picture of the side, a picture of the back and the inside. Then I do a video with that. I go back and do a video of it, and I do probably no more than a minute and 20 seconds, showing the car, tell them that, we help good, bad, and no credit, what kind of warranty comes with it. I put my phone number in there like 4 times so they can get in their head. And I will post a video and the pictures of the car at the same time, and it's in the same post on Facebook. So when you read the post, you see the picture, then you click the video.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned something in our previous conversation, and
Yep.
this is something that is very rare in the car business. But I was able to work only 4 days a week and deliver 40 cars a month because of my
Yeah.
repeat referral clientele. And you just told me that you make your own schedule. So I was very
Yeah.
fortunate to do that. You're very fortunate to do that.
Yeah.
99% of the car guys cannot do that. How do
I
you
know,
do
right?
it? Obviously, you got to bring the results. So
Yep.
the policy is open for that change. But um, how long you been in the business again?
2 years.
2 years. So how did it start? In the first 6 months, obviously you weren't selling 30 cars a month. How did you
Yeah.
how did
But when I first started, man, I wasn't using social media. I was doing, going on a lot, just being aggressive, being like a lot hog, and the weather changed my thinking on it because it was too hot, too cold, raining, or too slow. And I thought about, I said, what does everybody do every second of the day? They have their phone in their hand, social media, you know. So yeah, so I wasn't doing Facebook at first, but I got tired of being in the hot sun, sweating or raining, or if it started snowing. So I had to get out of that.
so when did you started using social media? How long in the business?
I say I've been in 2 years. I say after this first 6 months, that's when I started doing it. I couldn't take it no more.
First 6 months. And
Yeah,
a lot of salespeople still believe that Facebook is a private thing. It's a personal thing. So they don't want to share some stuff from the car business. What's your suggestion on that? Do you want to give them any type of suggestion on that? Because a lot of salespeople just don't utilize Facebook the way you do, and they want
yeah,
to stay in their shell. They want to keep it on a down low, and people don't know what they do. People don't know they exist.
yeah. I suggest, I say, Facebook is a business. It might look personal to some people, but it's not. It's a business. When you get on Facebook, you notice how there's different. It's real estate, it's hair, it's just different things to gravitate people towards your business. If you're in the car business, you should use Facebook as a business and make it your own personal business. A part of your life every day. Like the same way they go outside to stand on post to catch you up, it's the same way they should wake up and make a post about coming in to see me today at the dealership.
Right. And how much time per day do you spend on Facebook? Because some sales managers could be watching this and they could be thinking, I don't want my guys to be on Facebook all the time. Somebody has to
Yeah.
wait on the people in the showroom. So, how much time do you need to spend so you could be effective on Facebook per day?
I mean, I'm on it every hour of the hour. I might not post every hour of the hour, but I'm either responding to a message or, looking through the comments on my stuff to call people to reach out. So, I mean, you should always have your phone handy. I wouldn't say just glue yourself to it all day, but I mean, at least 20 minutes out of every hour, you need to be doing something productive on that.
So, Facebook is your CRM system.
Yeah, it's my e-leads, it's my CREs, and yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Now, can you walk us through your day a little bit? Do you have anything that you do different than your peers at your store? Is there anything that
Mm-hmm.
you do different?
Yeah, the dealership opens about 8:30. I usually get in about 7:30. When I get in, I go outside before the sun gets up so I can take real good pictures. I get a mid-sized family car like a Camry or Altima. I would get an SUV and I would take a picture of a sports car and get 3 videos of those. Come inside, I log into Facebook, I check all my messages, my comments, I make sure I reply back to everybody. And what I do that other people don't do, sorry about that. Somebody tried to call me, but what I do, what they don't do is, if somebody calls me about a car when I get in, or if I see a message, I don't try to give them that much information over the phone. Appointment sells cars, so what I do, I come in either the night before or the day of, the morning. I try to set appointments. Can you come today, 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 today? I don't say next week or Saturday, today only. So I come in, I do, like I said, the 3 pictures, the 3 videos. I post one, then I wait a couple hours, post the next one, then post that one. And I would, either in my messages on my phone or Facebook, I would just keep asking for the appointment, asking for the appointment, asking for the appointment.
And the messenger actually got a real cool feature. While you're chatting with them, you can actually set up an appointment through Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
They can commit to you right there on Facebook.
Yeah.
What would you say your closing ratio is from leads like that?
Well, it depends on the bank. Usually if they get approved, they leave it in the car with me, because most of my customers, they listen to me. So it just depends on the bank. But, every lead I don't get buys a car because they can't, a lot of them can't, or some don't want to. But if I get them in, and if they can buy, most of the time they buy in the car. So it's a real good closing ratio.
And what would you consider the biggest leverage from Facebook? Would maybe one of the things be the fact that people come to you and they know who you are and you're automatically credible and trustworthy right off the bat?
Yeah, I think that's it. The credible, the trustworthy, the wanting to buy from you, the wanting you to post their picture on your Facebook when they buy, just kind of the fame that comes with it. Yeah.
They want to be part of your brand.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. And you're definitely on the right path, and you only have to grow from here. There's a lot of things that you can implement to your current brand and make it even bigger.
Yeah.
What's your next move? What are you thinking about next?
My next move, man.
Today's the end of the month, or tomorrow is the last day of the month?
Today, I believe today's the last day of the month,
Yeah,
isn't
today?
it?
And today you're talking to me. So you must have how many cars by now?
33, I think. Yeah, 33.
You're gonna hit 35, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 today. I got a phone call. It's raining down here now, but one thing I like about the Facebook, when it's raining, they still come.
It never rains on Facebook, right?
No, the weather is perfect on Facebook.
The weather is always sunny on Facebook, baby.
Yeah, but my next move, I really don't know. I just hope my next move be my best move. I don't really want to speak on it because I don't know. Something's gonna happen big though.
All right. Now, do your peers come up to you and ask you like, "What do you do different, Mike? Can we learn from you?" Or
every day of the hour, I can't even walk through like the sales floor without somebody trying to grab me and say, "Hey, bro, can you show me this? Can you do this? Can you do that?" I have showed a lot of people, but only I say one of the people that I showed actually do it. Everybody else gave up on it.
So even if you show your main competitors, they just wouldn't do it, right?
No, they give up. They try it one time, doesn't work, done.
Yeah. So you have to stay persistent with Facebook in order to.
Indeed, yes, sir.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to share with our audience before we let you go back to closing deals? What you do best?
Yeah, one thing, social media is taking over. The lot ups, that stuff is going dead. You need the appointment sales card. That's all I got to say. Appointment sales cards.
So Facebook is your thing. Are you active on any other platforms, or are you just focused on Facebook?
Facebook, Instagram. I'm on everything, all social media. Facebook, Instagram. I use Twitter, but Twitter really doesn't work good for me. The radio's been big for me.
I never understood Twitter, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. The radio's been real good for me too. Though I just started doing the radio last month, and I sell at least 4 to 5 off of that too.
And when you do the radio, what do you do there? Do you use a radio for commercial, or they use?
Yeah, commercial. It'll come in like the person will be talking a little bit, then I come in, I say my spiel and how to find me and things like that, and then just come in, and it gets to people that's not using social media, like the older crowd, the older people, like the grandmas, granddads, all that. Yeah. So it works.
You have natural confidence because you sell a lot of cars. So that's for every next deal, and people can see the confidence, and that's the most important thing in sales. If you don't have confidence, people don't want to buy from you because
they can sense it, they can smell it, they smell the fear.
People may not be great negotiators, they may not be good at buying things, but they can feel stuff. They can smell, they can understand your energy, just like you said. So if you walk into negotiations with fear or with lack of confidence, they're gonna eat you alive.
Exactly, correct. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, Mike. Well, we'll do another interview next month. Hopefully you hit 40 And
Yes, sir.
thank you so much for giving us some time on the last day of the month. Obviously, not every salesman has that comfort, but you were
Yeah,
working
I'm
hard at
blessed.
the beginning, right?
Yes, sir. I
Cool.
appreciate you, man.
Hey, do you do anything? Because a lot of people probably are watching now and they're thinking,
Okay.
this guy is probably boosting polls. He's probably advertising. How much money do you spend on Facebook?
Yeah, I boost posts, I advertise. I mean, it just depends what kind of month I have. I try to go the free route first, and let mine build up. And if they can't, the bank's not buying them, I boost a cool car I see on the lot just to get some attention. I probably spend a few hundred a month doing
Few hundred a month?
that. Yeah.
What's the return on investment?
Oh man, if I spend 100, I'm making 1,000. Like it's ridiculous. You know.
So
Yeah, it's
Facebook is the
ridiculous.
best right now, and if salespeople are smart, they should ride that wave until it's still on. Because,
Yeah. I wish I could call Mark Zuckerberg myself and thank him. That's how good it is.
but at first you were doing only organic, right? With no,
Yeah.
you started sponsoring.
Yeah, I started sponsoring, but believe it or not, I mean, my brand has got so big to where I don't even have to sponsor if I don't want to. I just do it to get the extra sales.
Yeah, you want to just grow your market share.
Yeah,
That's awesome, Mike. Well, I'm a big fan of yours. I hope you crush it.
appreciate you,
You're
man.
going to get to 40, 50. You're still too young. You're definitely going to be
Yeah,
a millionaire before 30. So keep grinding, brother.
yes, sir. I appreciate you, man.
I'm going to post this to the top producers group. So
Okay,
I think you're a member there. Make sure that you share it.
all right.
I'm with you. Keep rocking, brother.
I got you, man.
Thank you.